What's good? It's your boy Chevy. We are back with another video. This is Back to Top Chevy. What we got going on today is your boy is showing some love to the Silverado. And when I say I'm showing some love to the Silverado, this was actually some love shown to the channel from Auxito. So one thing I completely dislike about my Silverado is the headlights. The headlights are so horrendous. When I try to look out of them at nighttime, I can't see anything. Right? It's so dark, and I've tried everything. But what happened is Auxito reached out to your boy and said, let us send you some low light beams and let's see what you think, right? So your low beams can be replaced and we can sort of see just how much of an improvement you may see. So let me just show you what I'm working with right now. These things are so dim and yellow. And what your boy has tried is I've cleaned the headlights. I've also replaced them with new bulbs, and your boy has a hard time seeing at nighttime. And it's probably because of the fact that the BMW has xenons, and Shorty's Civic has the LED lights in them. So we're going to be upgrading these today. And Auxito sent these over to me. They say they have great low light performance for nighttime driving. I swear, I can't wait to put these into the vehicle. I've already popped the hood. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so before we get over to the whip, let's see what came into the kit. They sent your boy some little gloves that you can put on so when you're handling the light bulb. Little zip ties to hold down any connectors and things that you may have. A little manual. Now, these manuals can come in clutch a lot of the time when you're using this and doing stuff like this. But I've actually done an install of LED light bulbs when I had my Integra. This might have been on the channel about 4 or 5 years ago. Long time ago. And then we have the LED bulbs. Taking a look at them. Now, what people might get confused is when they say you can't put LED bulbs inside of headlights that had halogens because the reflectors won't look right. What they're thinking of is the old school LED bulbs that people used to use all the time. And what that would have was the LED light. Let me just grab one real quick. The LED light like this would have LED on all sides of it. What happens is when that reflects inside of that reflector, it would just send the light out without any special spotlight or beam or a correct beam. And it would just look horrendous. It would blind people all the time. And then on top of that, people were not setting the correct height when they put these bulbs into their vehicles. And when we look at this one, it has a bulb on this side, a bulb on the other side. This is perfect. So when you put it into the car, it's only going to send those two beams out. And when it hits off the reflectors, it's going to reflect the light with a proper beam. And as long as you adjust the height properly, you should not be blinding anyone and you should be in a good spot. So let's go ahead and jump into the install now. Let's work our way to the truck. Oh, why she just came home. Hey, whatever. All right, gang. So now we're over here on the driver's side looking at the truck. It's going to be a piece here. We got to twist this guy out of here. Twist that. Boom. This little cover is going to come off. This is the easy side. Right here is the bulb we're replacing. So actually what we're going to do is going to twist that guy counterclockwise. Take her out. Just like that. Then we're going to come on the back side of this and unplug it. Perfect. My H11 bulb is now out of there. Let's go grab our new one from Auxito. We have our new one from Auxito. We can see we have the LED bulb here. We have this piece here. This is for it to convert it. And then we got this piece right here. This is the plug that's going to go into the back of the plug that was there beforehand. So we're just going to go ahead and put this in there now. Just take your time. Make sure you don't touch the LEDs. Perfect. Sitting in there just right. Then we're going to plug this bad boy right here into this. So it's all plugged in. So now what I'm going to do is actually turn the headlights on, make sure I got power to this light, and let's take a look. Yo, this thing is crazy. Yo, you got to see this. Bro, what's good? What's popping? Hey, remember we went from this. Oh, shoot, your boy almost fell. We went from this right here to this right here, bro. I can't wait to look at this thing at night. I am super hyped. We got to get the other side done. That's the harder side. But before we do that, let's wrap all this stuff up. Let's tighten it all up in there. Put the cap back over the back side and then move over to the hard side. You can actually hear the fans running in there. Hold on. Let me see if you guys can hear that. Makes like a little bit of a whining noise. That's the fans to keep everything nice and cool. So what I'm going to do is actually tuck these wires down in here. Get my guy. Put that back over the back. Nah, I mean. All right, gang. Just like that. All tightened back up, and we're in a good spot. All right, so now we're over onto the passenger side. The part that makes this complicated is we have a whole intake blocking the area where we need to get to. All right, so all we got to do now is pull up on this red tab, squeeze the clip in, and pull it up. Boom, that's off of there. Set it off to the side. Do not forget to plug that in when you go ahead and connect everything else up together. Now we got to take this intake off. If you guys don't remember, we did something similar to this when I changed the alternator on the Silverado. So what I'm going to do is actually disconnect this clamp right here that's holding this intake into this whole intake tube. So now I got to go grab a flathead. I almost forgot to mention, down in the description, there's going to be a link for there for you guys to use, or a discount code that you guys can use at auxitos.com. And it's going to allow you guys to get one of these headlight sets for much cheaper. It's going to take a good percentage off. It's definitely going to give me some commission. You know how that thing works. It's going to give you guys some paying, so that way we can continue to make these great videos and provide some of these cool Silverado, BMW, Honda Civic videos for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Anyways, let's get back to the install. So, loosen up the clamp, pop the intake off. Now I've moved the intake piece. Now all I'm gonna do now is get this intake out of here. All I'm doing is wiggling it out of here. Perfect, just like that. And there's a couple grommets on the bottom. You guys can see this. There's a couple grommets on the bottom down here that hold this guy in. So I just pop those guys out. Sit my intake off to the side. And you got this little piece here. It's like a little flap. See if I can turn you guys so you can see a little better. So on this side, we got this little flap here. I'm gonna go grab my flathead here, sort of pry up, just to get these clips a little bit looser and take them out of there. Perfect. Let's get the bottom part of it out. Perfect. That one's out. Honestly, that's probably more than enough room, but for the video's sake, I'm going to actually move this guy too so we can see a little clearer. Perfect. Now we flip this thing down, and we're going to install this just the same way like we did the other side. Twist it loose. Take the cap off. Twist it loose. Boom. Take the headlight bulb off. Just gotta be careful sliding it in there. Take your time, right? There's no rush. Tightened up in there. Gonna plug it into our piece. Perfect. That's all plugged in. Moment of truth here. We're not gonna turn the car on. What I'm gonna do is just turn the headlights on. Remember, intake, everything is off right now. Mass airflow sensor disconnected. Just turn the headlights on. Coming around the front. Yo, what's good, bro? Yo, honestly, it looks like one of the newer Silverados. Yo, I use this thing to stand on, man. My truck got a leveling kit. Your boy too short to be standing all the way up there. Shout out to my short kings. I'm like 5'11", and I still have trouble reaching in there when I'm working on it. But, bro, this is looking so much better. So much better. Now, it's time for me to go ahead and tighten everything back up, and I'm going to get right back to you guys. Auxito headlights installed. Everything's all tied back in. Intakes back on. Mass airflow sensors plugged back in. Let's shut the hood. Let's see what they look like. Looking mean. Don't forget to watch this video all the way to the end, because I'm going to show what it looks like at nighttime. I know it's going to look awesome. Now, one thing I want to mention is when you install these, make sure that the LED bulbs are facing in the correct orientation. My H11 bulbs, they were in the proper orientation, so I didn't have to make any tweaks there. Make sure to check out those instruction manuals before you install anything. Read that thing through at least twice for the bulb that you're putting in. It's going to make your job that much easier. Mine were easy. You can see I was able to change those out, and it took me about 15-20 minutes, and your boy's got some results. I cannot wait for the nighttime. I'm definitely going to get back to you guys. But before we do that, we're going to run over to Pop Shop. Bro, we just popped up to the shop. You already know what it is, bro. Look at these headlights. Looking super clean right now. Huh? Looking super clean. Got to say shout out. Thank you, Auxito. These things are amazing. Everyone loves the way they look. They look so much better. Give that clean, more aggressive appeal. And honestly, these match sort of the headlights that your boy got on the snowplow. So these look awesome all the way around. Make sure you cop those. Don't forget to use the link down in the description. It's going to give you guys some money off. It's going to send some money to your boy so we can do some more modifications on the Silverado. All right, gang, so just looking at nighttime visibility, this is so much more improved. As you can see, the road down here is very lit up. Some of these signs are really showing the reflectiveness of it, but it's not too high up. So what I'm gonna do is go drive up to a wall and see just how it is on a nice level surface. All right, so this is just to show you what a road looks like with no lights on. Now with them on. You can already tell the difference. Crazy, right? And this right here is what I'm talking about and why these new LEDs are so different. You can clearly see the straight line going across. Now I actually have to bring these down just a bit because my truck has a little bit of a leveling kit on it, so my headlights actually come up a bit higher. But on normal trucks, you may just be perfectly fine. But you can see that clear line shooting across all the way. That means you're not gonna blind people as long as you have this at the right level and it's brought down to the correct level. But you wanna make sure that you have that clear line of where it's going across in a good spot. So that way it's not blinding oncoming traffic. So I'm gonna lower mine down. So now pretty much the front of the truck ties out with the interior lights and everything that the truck came with. This thing has been awesome. Thank you, Auxito, for sending these out. These look awesome, they work awesome, and you can obviously tell they make a huge difference, especially driving at nighttime. And then on top of that, the looks are just great as well. It may be beneficial to show you guys how to adjust your headlights on the Silverado. So right here, it's gonna be this hole, right here. All you do is inside that hole, you see that little piece in there? Just gonna take a Phillips head. So I got this guy that's on the end of this knife piece that I have. You're just gonna take that, put it right down into that hole. And if I show you guys over here on the wall, you can see as I rotate this, and I'm going clockwise at this point, see how it's coming down? See how it's no longer level with the left side? That's probably about a good height. So I'm gonna go to the other side and adjust this beam right here to come down to the similar level. You see how the beam's working its way down? Just gonna try to line those up as best as possible. And that should be pretty good. Right about there. And now we're perfect. I hope this video helped you guys out a lot. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe button down below. And I'll see you in the next video. It's your boy Chevy. We sign out with another video. Peace. All right, so bro put some new exhaust on the Charger he got. Let's hear it. Oh. Oh. Bro, that sound good. That sound good. You know them V8s be sounding good. You heard the way that sound? Woo. That's just shooting out some hot stuff. Bro, you got the carbon fiber rear diffuser on here? It's looking mean. Sound good, man. Coming along, coming along.